Alright, we got Blockbuster NBA trade is about to happen again.
NBA to conduct trades are wide open, and there's a brand new trade candidate that is going to be significantly easier to trade than Damian Lillard. So before we get to the content, make sure you drop a like, subscribe, and turn on our notifications to help the channel grow. If you think my videos are too long, well, you probably made a 1 minute short of this video on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. Now that we get all that out of the way, cue the intro.
Let's skip that shit. Okay. Assassin's Creed. I think I'm gonna buy it and put it on the channel, seriously. I might actually do that. I'm probably gonna buy it on Steam or some shit and upload the videos on my channel. On the channel, yeah, I might do that.
Such as myself, predicting that he would get traded to the Miami Heat. Everyone thought it was a foregone conclusion. Everyone thought it was written in stone. Damian Lillard will be a member of the Miami Heat at some point this upcoming season, and it didn't happen. And Miami Heat fans are pissed. Miami Heat players are pissed. Look at Jimmy Butler's reaction to the trade.
Yo, NBA, man, y'all need to look into the Bucks for tampering. Y'all do. I'm just gonna put that out there. Y'all didn't hear it from me, but I heard it through somebody. Y'all look at it for tampering.
Hell, Tyler Hero even quote tweeted this and agreed with Jimmy Butler. But why would he say that this is tampering? Well, do you guys remember how we mentioned how the NBA All-Star game is practically tampering galore? I mean, you literally get to choose your teammates that are All-Star teammates, and what kind of conversations do you think these players are having with one another in the locker room? Pay attention to who Giannis Antetokounmpo selected with his first pick, despite his teammate at the time, Drew Holiday, being available.
My first pick. Yeah. What'd you say, LeBron?
I already know his first pick.
That's so do I. My first pick gonna be Damian Lillard.
So I knew for sure his first pick was gonna be Drew. So I don't know what's going on with y'all. Okay, you messed my whole draft board up now.
I'm here to win.
With my first pick.
But aside from the players being pissed, NBA fans are pissed. Damian Lillard isn't the first superstar that the Miami Heat were interested in and failed to swing a trade for. I mean, earlier this offseason, the Miami Heat were interested in Bradley Beal.
He went to Phoenix.
Traded to the Phoenix Suns for a
Who the fuck is in charge of helping those All-Star going to fucking Miami, bro? What the hell is going on?
On top of that, you had Donovan Mitchell.
No way.
You had Chris Paul.
Damn, I mean,
James Harden and even Kyrie Irving.
Okay, now this is crazy.
Pat Riley, because it's clear that the East was wide open and he didn't seem to have any urgency in making a move without giving up some of his assets. It's like that one friend that you have in your fantasy football league that overvalues his talent a little bit too much. But now, as a result of the Damian Lillard trade,
I mean, now Miami are in trouble because their whole fucking conference is stacked, bro. He's like literally stacked. Like they're gonna Jimmy Butler actually gonna have to do the opposite of what he do the other season, because other season that passed, his team was pretty solid, so he didn't have to do much, you know, 10, 15 points per game, whatever. And once the playoffs start, boom, he start going crazy, right? But this now, he's gonna have to go crazy the whole fucking season because every team are stacked, bro. They're not gonna be playing around.
The Heat are interested in Drew Holiday, and here's where things are about to get very interesting. It's about to get really spicy for the whole NBA. Because you might be thinking Drew Holiday is a remarkable player.
He is.
He quite literally was
offense and defense, but he is
winning an NBA championship. But he's not the same caliber of superstar as Damian Lillard is. I mean, don't get me wrong. Drew Holiday, remarkable player. But we're talking about a 2-time NBA All-Star and a 3-time NBA All-Defensive First-Team player. Definitely not the same caliber of player as Damian Lillard. Why is he significantly more valued? Drew Holiday could practically fit in anywhere on any team. Every single team in the NBA needs a player like Drew Holiday. Any team in the NBA would be
in the market everything, bro. You want him to play defense, he's gonna play defense. You want him to drop 20 points, he's gonna drop 20 points. I don't even know why they traded him, why Bucks traded him, bro.
million contract.
He's
and
so good.
Option for next year that he might opt into. And this is where things get really
Golden State
sticky,
should get him.
if you're a team trading for his services, you have to risk the possibility of Drew Holiday
Actually, they
opting
can't.
out of his contract
That team is
and
too
entering
stacked.
free agency if he's not happy.
Because Holiday's
That
that
isn't shying away multiple
he's gonna be a
teams from
starting
trying to trade
five,
for
so
him.
yeah.
The first contender is the Miami Heat, but think of it this way: the Miami Heat were just in negotiations with the Portland Trailblazers over Damian Lillard. Obviously, things fell through at a specific point. You're hearing multiple stories on each side. For instance, the Miami Heat were willing to offer Tyler Hero, Nikola Jovic 3 first-round picks, first-round pick swaps, and multiple second-round picks for Damian Lillard, but the Blazers had little to no interest in engaging in a deal. This is getting to a point where it's a gigantic game of he said, she said, because I highly doubt that if this trade was offered to the Portland Trailblazers, they would turn it down. We were talking about them only offering like 2 first-round picks, and the Miami Heat are notorious for completely lowballing opposing teams in trade discussions. So what are the odds that the Miami Heat are willing to engage the Portland Trailblazers and give up their assets to them regardless, but get Drew Holiday in return as opposed to Damian Lillard? I'm not necessarily.
This week, it's all about Chrome.
Cyberpunk Phantom Liberty. I'm actually playing it right now.
With time-limited
After this video.
Necessarily sure. It depends
I mean, I already
how
started.
emotional
I'm
Pat
almost
Riley
done.
will be in these negotiations.
I think.
What about the Golden State Warriors, who are also being thrown up here? The Golden State Warriors could quickly become a front runner for Drew Holiday, per Chris Mannix. Now there's a huge issue with this. On one hand, trading for Drew Holiday would be a seamless fit for the Golden State Warriors. You can make an argument that he is the best two-way guard on the market. Imagine Klay Thompson is stinking it up playing the 2 guard, which he has a lot over the past year, and you bench him in favor of Drew Holiday. Seamless fit next to Steph Curry, shooting 38% from 3 last year. I know that's not Klay Thompson's percentage, but that's 3% less than Klay. And you get significantly better defensive efficiency from Drew Holiday if you do it. What's the problem? Well, the Golden State Warriors already traded for Chris Paul. Chris Paul is 38 years old. He's one of the oldest players in the NBA, and you're pretty much
I don't even know what
agreeing
they
to
traded
trade
for him.
Chris
Like,
Paul
what the fuck
only
were they
12 weeks
thinking, bro?
after acquiring him. Now,
Bro, Golden
don't get me
State are
wrong,
not
Chris
winning
Paul
shit
going
this
to
year,
the
bro. I'm
Portland
telling you, bro.
Trailblazers
Shit gonna
would be
turn into a
fantastic
disaster,
for
bro.
Scoot Henderson, and it's a role that he's embraced before. with
Anywhere
the
Chris
OKC
Paul go,
Thunder.
bro,
It would
it
definitely
just
be a
doesn't work,
strange
man.
look to go from Steve
probably not
Kerr
even gonna make the
praising Chris
playoffs.
Paul.
No, I will take Chris Paul on any team, including a pickup game that I'm trying to win to stay on the floor.
To the Golden State Warriors trading Chris Paul for
I don't know
Drew
what the
Holiday,
fuck he's
as much as
thinking,
it would
bro.
already make sense. The Golden State Warriors are currently going into a new era. Bob Myers is gone. Mike Dunleavy Jr. is the brand new general manager. If there's one point of emphasis for the Golden State Warriors, it's the fact that they need to seem like a world-class organization like they've always had. That's what attracted free agents. That's why players want to play for Golden State. So you can effectively write that off unless Chris Paul is a huge dud to begin the season. But at the same time, you're seeing that Drew Holiday's
But to be
very
honest, Chris Paul
interested
is
in the Miami
his
Heat.
play style is
Also the Los
pretty. Even if
Angeles
he's old,
Lakers.
it's not really
Now,
gonna change
of
anything.
course, I may have a
Because
little bit of
he got a pretty
reputation here
decent
for
flavor.
being
His
a
play style
gigantic
is
Lakers
really
homer,
just
'cause I'm a
solid,
Laker
bro.
fan. So I'm going to dissect
Age or not,
this
he's still
and
gonna
be as
play the
unbiased
same.
as I possibly
Mid-range
could
shot.
be. The Lakers had a remarkable offseason. It blew away my own expectations, I'll have to admit. But the Los Angeles Lakers quite literally can't trade for Drew Holiday until December 15th because a huge portion of their roster was constructed during the free agent period. You can't sign a player and then trade them in the
their
same
team is actually
offseason.
already
If they're a
stacked,
brand
but
new
to be
player, you have
honest.
to wait until December 15th to make that trade. So if Drew Holiday is still on the Portland Trailblazers by then maybe if the Lakers aren't having a good season, the Lakers could give up D'Angelo Russell, maybe Max Christie, Rui Hachimura, and some future picks to get Drew Holiday. in
What?
return. Even
Nah,
that,
nah, nah,
in
that's
my
stupid,
opinion,
ain't
is
gonna
a
lie.
gigantic long shot. What's important now is Drew Holiday can't be traded to the Lakers this very offseason. So what about the other Los Angeles team? The Los Angeles Clippers have been trying to figure out some way to drastically improve their roster. They've already made some very shrewd moves, bringing back Russell Westbrook on a below market contract, and they have a ton of depth on that roster already. They've been pursuing James Harden heavily, but recently it's at least become apparent that James Harden is off of the table. So that means that the Los Angeles Clippers could potentially be very interested in pursuing Drew Holiday from the Portland Trailblazers. The problem with the Los Angeles Clippers is they can only offer the most mid-trade package for Drew Holiday, as explained by Woj here.
I don't know if the Clippers can be the highest bidder in this process. Someone's going to come in here and probably give up a little more draft capital and in their minds commit financially longer.
So that leaves two teams. The Boston Celtics, who at this point have alienated Malcolm Brogdon to the max. I mean, Malcolm Brogdon was very upset about not being traded in June. Brad Stevens has said that the situation has been addressed, and now it seems like once again the Celtics are dangling Malcolm Brogdon for Drew Holiday, primarily because if they want to make a trade,
I mean, Drew Holiday's way better than
they have to
Brandon, to
trade
be
Malcolm
honest.
Brogdon. In addition,
Brandon was pretty solid last year as
by
well.
doing that, your front court is Kristaps Porzingis and the aging Al Horford. I don't know if the Celtics would be comfortable going into that season with those two, but it can be done if that's the direction that they choose to pursue. The final team is obviously the Philadelphia 76ers. The only way
they can trade James Harden for all of
the
it.
Philadelphia 76ers decide to move on from James Harden. The interesting part about this situation is there's so many directions that a Drew Holiday trade could go in, and we could either get an answer within the next couple of weeks or at the trade deadline. Either way, the Portland Trailblazers made a remarkable decision by bringing in Drew Holiday, because that's an additional.
Why not think about it? Or they might, maybe you should go to Portland, bro. You gonna be able to restart fresh.
So they could build around Shaedon Sharpe, Scoot Henderson,
just retired there a
and
bit, I
Simons,
guess.
and now DeAndre Ayton. So let me know in the comment section down below, what do you think is going to happen with this scenario? Aside from that,
You're gonna be able to play with Ethan like back then with Rockets with Capella, you know? Should try it.